First of all, let's welcome Ken Chen, the Assistant Vice President of Investment Department from Chunghwa Telecom. Would you like to stand up and wave, give a wave to the audiences? And next, Andrew Wei, the Senior Vice President of CDIB Capital Innovation Advisors. And Susan Zhang, the Director of KPMG in Taiwan. Welcome, Susan. And Henry Huang, the Partner of Strategy, Risk, and Transactions from Deloitte, Taiwan. And Yufang Yan, the Partner of PwC, Taiwan. And Renita Zhang, the Senior Advisor, Director of Far Eastern Telecommunications. 欢迎阿姐. Next, Eric Zhang, the Senior Advisor from Cardinal Rand. 领涛创新, welcome. And next, Peter Pan, Senior Investment Director from Wistron CVC. And also we have Michelle Ling, Associate from AppWorks. And also our good friend Chester Xie, Head of Taiwan Sales and Strategic Program from AWS. And we also have some global friends. Welcome Mr. Yusuke Suzuki, Project Manager of CIC Japan. Mr. Isamu Nishiyama, the Director of InsurTech from Plug and Play Japan. And our old good friend, Mr. Edgar Chiu, Co-founder and Managing Partner from Sparlabs Taiwan. And next, I would like to share a little bit about the rules and rating scale. Each team will have 6 minutes from the pitch and 4 minutes for Q&A, conducted in a one-on-one QA format. And there will be one chime at the 1 minute mark. And you will hear 2 ringtones when time is up. Okay, so presenters, you may not longer to continue your presentation. Unless I say so. Now we're ready to begin the demo pitch session. So let's give the stage to our first startup. The first startup will be Daily AI, 永恒图书. Welcome. You seem a little bit nervous. Do you? You seem a little bit nervous, do you?
Not really.
Okay. You're good. You can start while you're ready.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kevin. I'm the head of product at Daily AI. Our mission is to help innovation-driven companies better identify, evaluate, and invest in next-generation technologies. The way we find technologies is fundamentally broken. It's very inefficient and highly subjective. In fact, 1 to 3 critical technologies are being missed out on every year. And up to 80% of companies are unable to find the early hidden innovators that are building them. As a result, these companies fall 1 to 2 years behind their competition. In semiconductors, this translates up to $500 million in revenue loss. And we see similar numbers in other R&D intensive industries. So this is why we built our platform. We try to replace these subjective, inefficient decisions with objective, data-driven tech assessment. We do this by curating millions of signals from public data, such as research papers or patents, and combine them with our proprietary data sources, such as partnerships with labs and accelerators. So we have this unified data, which our AI agents are then able to access and generate in-demand analysis reports with regards for technologies. When it comes to the core technology behind our platform, we have the following 3 core technologies. The first one being a tech-based knowledge graph, which tries to map out the entire tech landscape. Then we have the multi-layer hierarchical navigation. Since we know that different tech entities might have upper dependencies and lower dependencies, so we try to create this hierarchical navigation so we're able to navigate through them much more easily. Furthermore, we also have a domain-specific RAG, which allows our AI agents to retrieve answers accurately and answer any questions you might have regarding a technology or its key players even. As for our, As for our key differentiator, we believe that we have fill a crucial gap in the market. So company databases such as PitchBook, Crunchbase, they only offer data, so they don't really have proprietary data as well as limited technical depth. LLM platforms like ChatGPT have some technical depth, but often lack the access of proprietary data within company internal data. Consulting firms like McKinsey has access to proprietary data, but often lack the technical granularity when it comes to the details of their reports. We stand in that upper right corner, delivering both technical depth as well as proprietary data incorporation. So our platform services everyone within the innovation lifecycle. So from R&D directors looking for technologies, CVC teams trying to validate startups, or even executives trying to make the final build or buy decision. Currently, these key roles have also already validated our platform. We have over 50 global tier 1 companies who trust us to find what's next. We've since generated $360,000 in revenue in just 4 months after our focused platform launch, and we're on track to $1.5 million. As a case study, one of our customers is a global tier 1 semiconductor giant. So we're already helping them uncover more technologies and more startups than ever that their manual process could not keep up. Furthermore, this is also on track to significantly reducing their tech scouting costs, while also providing their executives with a unified platform to do research regarding a technology or even the key players within it. Our business model follows the standard value-based SaaS subscription. We have a standard tier which offers limited access to the platform, an enterprise tier which offers full access, but our most strategic tier is the enterprise premium, which is our custom bespoke in-house solution. This allows these large enterprises to have their solution, in-house data, integrated with our unified data in order to provide technology intelligence suitable for their needs. Currently, we are laser focused on semiconductors and adjacent technologies. Our SAM is estimated at about $2.75 billion, and it's a perfect entryway to a massive $55.2 billion in TAM for technology as well as business intelligence tools. Our team is composed of MediaTek veterans. Our founders are MediaTek veterans. So we have the ins and outs. We know the ins and outs of the semiconductor industry, while also experiencing this problem firsthand. Furthermore, we also have experienced engineers as well as PhD-level AI experts ready to build this new platform. We are also supported by a powerful network. We are proud to be part of the Berkeley Skydeck cohort, and we're also supported by key advisors, one of which is the advisory co-chair of Berkeley Skydeck, Alan Leong. So we hope that you'll join us in our journey to try to revolutionize the future of innovation. Thank you very much.
Okay, perfect timing. Great done, Dilly AI. Is there any questions from the judges for these startups? Please raise your hand. We're going to give you the microphones. You did? Ishiyama-san, please.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. Isamu from Plug and Play. Can I get more better image of how your output will look like in terms of the startup research? What kind of data and insight are you guys providing?
Thank you. So the output is basically a web page which has different. Think of it as like your standard Gartner report or reports, but in web page format. So imagine this. On the left side, you have navigation bars. So like which section, which subsection, maybe one section explaining for markets, another section explaining for the tech significance, etc., etc. And then on the right side will be the content of the reports themselves. So this is basically one-stop shop for a certain central entity, let's say a technology, 5G, 6G, for example. And then the breakdown regarding these technologies details, be it market, competitors, or basically any kinds of analysis you might see on a typical tech report, you might be able to see it within this one web page. Yeah.
Any other questions? Let's go. Wow, there's gonna be 3. So let's go to Peter first, then Michelle, and then we'll see if we have time. Okay.
Yeah, hi, it's Peter from Wishon CVC. I just wondering, is the person who's using your product also the person who will be the payers of your product?
Yeah, definitely. So we try to make our database as complete as possible, but we do not combine our users' data with our platform data, if you know what I mean. So the user's browsing data is private personally for them, but whatever they're searching will not influence whatever with information bias that's within our platform. So our platform's data, as I've mentioned before, comes primarily from public data sources and the proprietary partnerships that we have. So while yes, if you're an enterprise, you might be able to find your own company within our platform, but whatever activity you do within our platform will not influence the data presented in our platform.
Okay, Michelle?
Hello. Oh, that's very interesting. Actually, my answer, my question is basically answered, so I just want to have follow-on question. So since your data are from public data sources and also some of the partnerships, so just curious about what would be your unfair advantage. Since I think more like to extend my question is that since all those research data are highly confidential in each semiconductor companies, so it's very limited that the data that you can use from other semiconductor that might be their competitors. So just curious about how you get the results that the client really wants and how you will build your unfair advantage. Thank you.
All right, to answer this question, I have to go back to the enterprise premium subscription tier. So what makes us particularly valuable for these enterprises is the unification between their in-house internal data with our public data. So we're basically trying to help these companies source all the different available data and do subjective analysis according to their internals. So whilst yes, we're unable to access, let's say, specific trade secrets from other companies, of course, right? But like, we're still able to save some effort from these companies by gathering whatever available data, including what's the most recent, such as news or are there any rumors regarding partnerships or deals or M&As? So we're consolidating all this information for them.
Okay. So the time's up. Chester, I'm sorry. Maybe you can ask him privately. Thank you very much, TDAI. Thank you. Okay, next up. Next up, we have 诚志科技 Ira. Welcome.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We're Ira Corporation. So today we're going to show you how we shape the future with AI vision. Okay, so first of all, what we do is we really bring AI to life under this AI era. So what we do is that we all know everywhere, also right over here, you got CCTV. So we are leveraging your existing CCTV with a simple, small, lightweighted AI software bundled on a small CPU box. And you can use our ready-to-use AI product and private and local deployed. So what's really make different is that we all know AI, people are talking about it in different industry for years. to do model training, data collection, and everything, changing new AI camera, what we do is that we help you to simply deploy AI without all of these efforts. So you can simply just deploy our AI model-ready product with privately and made in Taiwan. Okay, so that's why we are not just partner and government award, we are also one of it that within this 16 software company, we're really deployed every month that our AI is really proven. So what we do, for example, we do identity, for example, facial recognition, facial tracking, virtual fence, and of course, helmet and vest detection, which is about safety. So I know you would say, okay, everyone would do this, but what we do is that we can use high-angle camera to do this, and of course, we can do it even though with really high-angle and bright backlight, and of course with tracking. This is all real deployed, so that me introduce further with all of our these standard product that you can simply plug and play. So we all know, for now, if there's any accident happen, what you have to do is you have to go through so many video clips like this. We all suffer from this. But with IRA Track, you can simply just click any of the faces that have ever been appeared. But what we do is that you don't need to enroll any face in advance. So it's privacy protected. Unlike some of the company, they want you to enroll any faces, every identity to their database. We don't do this. Simply help you to do face matching within 1 second for 10,000 faces. You can simply track anyone you want, and you can simply solve your problem within a second. So in this case, we can leverage your existing CCTV with on-premise that you can safely secure your data in your house. So in this case, we can see some real cases. For example, even though it's crowded scene, with a football game in Taipei Dome, which we already deployed, you can simply find a missing child. You don't need to go through so many video clips. If there's any bad guy, you can simply just find them. So it's also really great for an enterprise like Systex. And also for a mom, you know, things got stolen and it's hard to find where did he or she went. In this case, you can simply do cross-camera searching even though they have their face mask on. And what's more, even though they do this at night, you can simply just cross-camera searching. So this is what we do in real life, and all of these are really deployed in our real life. Furthermore, we can do public safety in airport. So even though there's some bad guy, we can pre-enroll them. So in that case, we can have a real-time notification if there's any watch this alert. And of course, in casino, in tourist spot, in outdoor environment, even though there's so many people walking, we can still easily track them all the way down, just like the video clips right over here. Moreover, we are already deployed in different countries. For example, in Colombia Hospital, and of course, Philippine casino, etc. They have so many CCTV across different cities, different countries. We can help you to synchronize all of the data and do cross-camera searching for any bad guy, for any missing child, for any accident that you are looking for. So in this case, what we do and why we can deploy it in so many different countries so easily is that because our AI software is really lightweighted. So you don't need to do, for example, other country doing facial recognition, they need GPU cards. Even though we all know NVIDIA, we're proud of Jensen Huang, but we all know when customer is deploying this, they need to have really low cost, what Taiwanese always said. So what we do is that simple small box with Intel CPU, you can deploy 20 cameras, which means your 20 existing normal CCTV without AI. You can simply add on the small box and make it an AI camera with AI platform and all user interface. So in this case, it's that why we can simply deploy it. Moreover, we can do on NVIDIA as well, that because we're really lightweighted based on our model, so we can make your robot live way more longer, for example, like 3 hours longer in this project. So we can do it on wearable devices as well, body-worn camera, glasses, helmet, and vest, helmet, etc. Moreover, we have customer deployed in Taiwan for over 100 sites, over 100 construction sites in Taiwan. So we are really easily to duplicate on and on. So these are our global ecosystem map, which as you can see, we already have more than over 20 countries partnership and also 10 distributors. So these distributors are already ready to sell our AI product. So what's product means is that you can simply deploy it. Even though they don't want to buy their own server, it's okay. You can simply just download and install our software, and then you can use it, and then you can make your CCTV, existing normal CCTV, become way more smarter. And to quickly glance our project pipeline, no matter from different country, Indonesia, United States, or to Philippines, and of course, so many different countries in Latin America. So this is our overview. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ira. Thank you. Great presentation. Chester? Here.
Thanks for the presentation. Could you share some details about your solution? What's the technology behind? How does your product or solution better than others?
Okay.
What kind of, for example, the proprietary algorithm or hardware architecture to make your result better than others? Thanks.
Thank you for the question. So as you can see, mostly people do face recognition. You have to enroll face in advance. So you have to take a photo and then upload to database, and then so that you can do further tracking or alarm and open the door, etc. But what we do is that because based on our software, our algorithm, that within this industry, our core team already have over 15 years experience. So our software can simply do face matching for 10,000 spaces within 1 second. What does it mean is that, for example, in this whole stadium, for example, there's thousands of people walking. We captured, for example, over 10,000 spaces. Of course, over 10,000, maybe million, maybe. In this case, if you want to search anyone, we'll simply just do from this face to match with all the other faces so quick so that you can easily just investigate their whole footage. So this is what we do, and this is basically our main technology do. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Suzuki.
Thanks for your presentation. And it looks you already have lots of the project all over the world. And my question is, what kind of the challenges do you have, especially for the privacy issue or those kind of security one?
Okay. Thank you for the question. So as I mentioned, because we're security on-premise, so basically, simply our customer, they can deploy it in their own server, in their own, maybe, for example, if they have any firewall, everything, they'll simply just connect to their existing system that is all secured. So nothing goes onto cloud. Of course, we know that people want to go to cloud for many other reasons, but in the security world, we want our data to be secured. And of course, we want to make sure our privacy matters and be, safety secured. So in this case, what we keep saying is that we do lightweighted because we don't want you to do so many cloud services that maybe requires GPU, maybe requires some more analytics, so that you have to make your data unsafe. So in this case, because you don't need to enroll any face, so it's actually nothing related, nothing violated the identity. Thank you.
Okay, we still have time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. Oh, Renita.
Thank you. So is your business model based on hardware sales or software license or subscription? What is your gross margin structure? And the other question is how do you plan to compete against global giants like SenseTime or Hikvision?
Thank you for the question. So we are doing license because we're a software company. So for example, in Colombia, they can use their own server and simply just download our software. And what we do is licensing. So in this case, just like what you mentioned to competitor, basically our main power is that we're made in Taiwan. So nothing sends to any other places or location or database. So that is mainly what we do against the world that we're made in Taiwan, and we're proud of this. And we are trying to do this to make Taiwan see how we bring AI to life. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? I'm afraid not. Then thank you very much, Ira. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And next startup, let's welcome RVI 瑞丽光智能.
Hello.
It's all good. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sam. I'm co-founder of RBI. Imagine this is a highways, and the traffic on top of the highways double every year, but the number of lanes did not change. What will happen? Traffic jam, right? And this is exactly what happened in our data center now. After GPT shows up, the data for AI actually doubles every 2 years. But the wires that we use to transfer data did not change. And so our data stuck. Let me give you a number for reference. Today, our data center consumes 1 gigawatts of power. That's very large. Actually, it's large enough to power a small city. But unfortunately, 40% of the power actually converted into the unwanted heat. And this is a huge waste. Let me give you an example. Every question that you ask GTP, the heat generated is large enough to boil a pot of water. Quite a waste, right? So, what should we do? Why do we get here? It's because of these copper lines. For decades, we use copper lines to transfer data from chip to chip. But actually, copper is very slow and power hungry. Very easy to generate heat. So, what should we do? The IC industry now actually come out an idea, which is called CPU, the co-packaged optics. It's using the light instead of the electricity to transfer the data. This is a good idea and it's promising, but it's using the bulky laser, which is hard to integrate. Also, it's a power-hungry laser. So at RVI, we do things differently. This is our solution. We call it Smart Link. And we use micro-emitter array, our patented micro-VCSEL array, instead of the bulky lasers. When this micro-VCSEL array work together, we can move the data faster, cooler, with less energy. And it's modular design. And we package it with 3D packaging, advanced packaging technique. So it's small, compact, consume lower power with very high bandwidth. So RBI did not just resolve the issues that we are facing now. We are trying to build light highways that tomorrow AI will run on. And this is not just an idea. We actually already built an first AI-powered advanced packaging line in Hsinchu. You are welcome to visit us. And for every important process, we use our self-developed AI model to optimize it. So when we move our micro-VCSEL, it's sub-micron precision. It's very accurate, and it's repairable, which means it's high yield, 100% yield, and low cost. This plays a very important role in optical communication. And RVI actually focuses on high-impact market. As I mentioned, it's optical links. And we position ourselves in the center of the core. We have two go-to market strategies. The first one is licensing. We license our IP to the chip makers like TSMC or IC Design House, NVIDIA, AMD, etc. We can also sell our plug-and-play modules to the OEMs, integrators, and hyperscaler like Google, AWS, Meta, right? And although this is our first year, we do have some income, not much. But we are now targeting our revenue to 20 million in 2028. It's grounded with very, very real demand. We are a team of 40 experts and combining expertise in AI, advanced packaging, and semiconductor optics. Our teams come from Apple, TSMC, Broadcom, Intel, Qualcomm, and NVIDIA. So to sum up, our smart links deliver what the AI industry really wanted now. It's low power, very low power, 2 or 5x lower. And it's easy to scale up and seamless integration. Thanks. We are RBI. We're AI builds AI. Thanks.
Thank you very much, RVI. Any questions? You look so serious, Ken. Any questions from the judges? Peter, please.
Hi, it's Peter from the Wishon CVC. So I just want to make sure that. So can I say your product is a FAU or
It's
others?
It's a light engine. Light engine including the VCSEL array, the light source, and also the PD array. And on top of it, in the poster, we driver IC and also the fiber.
Also, you're doing optical V engine.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Suzuki.
Thanks for your presentation. And I'm not so familiar with this field, so would you actually understand the market situation? What kind of the competitor do you have?
What kind
of competitor?
Competitor. We have a lot of competitors. Actually, most of them are from US, like Avcina, IR Labs. They are all competitors that also make the optical engines. Yeah. So of course we have some in Taiwan, but there are some companies that used to make the LED chips, so like AUO or Innovex. Yeah.
So is there any questions? Wow. Almost every judges look so serious. Oh, Chester, please.
Since there are so many big guys out there, how do you compete with them? What's your core competitiveness? And do you have a lot of, what kind of IPs do you have to protect your technology and go-to-market strategy?
Okay, yeah, thanks. That's a very, very good question. Actually, we have two very important barriers. And first one is the micro VCSELs, as I mentioned. We actually innovate the whole structure. And it's totally different from the conventional VCSELs. And it's a lot smaller, consume less power, and more reliable. The other one is that after we make it smaller, we need different methods to transfer it. We cannot use a conventional method like pick and place. So that's why our advanced packaging line come here to play a very important role. Without a line, actually, you cannot move it because we remove the substrate. The conventional pick and place will damage it. Yeah, so, and only we have the advanced packaging line, we can move it in a very accurate position and with very high yield. Yes, so this is how we can compete with others, big players. Thank you.
All right. We got 1 minute left. If there's no further question, then I guess I can say thank you, RVI. Thank you very much for your presentation. And next startup we have Fortune AI. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Hello judges, good afternoon. I'm Andrew from Fortune AI, and yeah, we're not like financial company. We're building water safety solutions. And then at the beginning, we're started at very simple, like swimming pool detection, like more specifically drowning detections. And now we're like expanding to open water security. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you how we do this. Okay, so like, you know, swimming pool or like pool, there are kind of different scenarios, right? But we found some common points, like, you know, water areas, they have large area surveillance, so it's very difficult to find accidents at the like very short time. And then which that gonna turn into like damage. It could be liability, it could be like public image damage. And then I show you guys the number. Annually, they have lots of fatal accident happens, and there are also like tons of like cost loss as well. So yeah, so like water environments, there not have too many competitor. To be frankly, there have not too many competitor in this segment. Yeah, so we provide assistance. Yeah, at the beginning, the whole pipeline very simple. You can see at the left side, we have edge device, we have alert, like we have a camera to do the detections. Like people are drowning, and then we point out, like pinpoint on the map, and then same technology, same pipeline, transfer it into like open water scenarios. Still have cameras, still have alerts, but not only detect people come in or come out. Also, we detect the rip current sort of stuff. And then here's the future plan. We plan to detect like vessel intrusions, like unauthorized vessels, or yeah, some like accidents sort of stuff. So like I said, same pipeline. For us, AI module is more like a USB. We switch in and switch out. And then how we're gonna do this? And yeah, behind that, yeah, we also have that kind of dashboards. Whatever information we put that in, and we have multiple ways to notify people. It could be a dashboard, or yeah, for our clients in Japan, it could be line notification as well. Super simple. Yep. Yeah. Behind that, how we do that? You know, like indoor, outdoor, there are very different scenarios. So we use Gen AI. So at the beginning, we use VLM to turn all the image into a prompt, and then after that, we turn all the prompt into like synthetic database, that the prompting solutions, the prompting like mechanisms, and then we build fake data. We build generic data to help us to fine-tune faster and easier, and of course cheaper. Yeah, so we're targeting basically like 3 verticals, like swimming pool, outdoor, like surveillance. To be more specific, it would be Japan and Taiwan. Swimming pool and open water spot. Yeah, so here's our business model. Still very simple, yeah. For pool safety, we're looking for a local distributor to help us to sell our solutions, to mount all the cameras, all the dirty works, and then here's the number we charge. And then another part, B2G solutions, yeah, that will be more complicated. It will be basically huge like tenders. So the number will be between like 100K to 500K. So for now, we got 6 distributors from Japan, Hong Kong, and Korea. And then where? Guess where? Spain. So far from this, right? And then for B2G case, we got our very first open water case in Tainan. Yeah, so we're still growing. Okay, so here's attractions where I have plans all around the world. Like I said, Taiwan, Okinawa hotels, right? Of course, Osaka, Korea just signed, Hong Kong, and then look, Spain so far, right? So we got everywhere have our signs. Yeah, here's attractions. This year we have a huge growth. Yeah, basically we just from basically 0 to nearly to reach 1 million revenue this year. So hopefully by this pace, each year we're trying to double it. So by 2028, our goal is to reach, 11 millions. That's our goal. Okay, so talk about competitors. Before that, I want to say, like, you know, all the like solutions, they're great. Yeah, and then but they're all European country or American company. The most different part between us and them is they only have the ability to focus in like port industry. And however, because we're in Taiwan, we've been rejected by the investor all the time. So which pushed us to think wider, further. So which gave us a chance to jump into like different scenarios. Like we're not only stuck in swimming pool, but also now we have open water chance. Yeah, so thanks you guys. Yeah, so here's our go-to-market strategies. Basically, for the next 3 years, we're gonna target Japan markets, have our own operation team over there, looking for like great SI co-partners. Yeah, and then very important stuff is we're looking for the integrations of like policy and insurance. Super important for us. We hope our solutions can be the standard process, standard solutions at different scenarios. Yeah, and then with all that, our team member, we got 4 people. 4 people for 1 million revenue this year. 4 people. Yeah, so yeah, we did quite good job, right? And then, yeah, of course, we're looking for fundraising. We're looking for like 500Ks, and then we have 40% committed. Yeah, just like let you guys know. And then thank you. We are Fortune AI. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much Fortune AI. What makes you so nervous? You seem a lot of nervous than yesterday.
Oh, really? Not really. Yeah, not really at all.
All right, questions. Renita? And then we'll go to Nishiyama-san.
So how does your system prevent false alarms or misdetection when identifying drawing risk? So do you integrate motion prediction or multi-sensor technologies?
Okay, yeah, one by one. Yeah, okay, so of course, if we are only using computer vision, we have tons of false alarm, but we are using like Gen AI to double check it. For example, if our like detection pipeline, we identify some accidents, we're gonna send the pictures to our VLM module and do the double check. If VLM check, oh, that's a dangerous accident, so we're gonna send the alert. If VLM said, nah, it's just a false alarm, we're gonna skip it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Nishiyama-san.
Thank you for your presentation. I would like to understand a little bit more about your growth projection and the market you're targeting. You talked about some of the potential clients could be hotels and some private companies, but also you mentioned about the public sector, including gyms, open sea, pools. My understanding is that at least in Japan, those are facilities that are usually run by, city halls, city councils, local governments, who are very, very tight with their budget, I can imagine. Would that be a right market for you to validate your growth projection? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think, how to say that? Actually, our distributor validated that for us. And then, yeah, of course, governments are limited budget, but those are not the primary target for us. We're looking to target like hotels and then like local swimming pools. They got money and then they're willing to pay and we don't have to been through all the process. And then, yeah, we're gaining reputation from them and then we're persuading governments to let us solutions become a based solutions in every site. Just we did it that way in Taiwan. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions from? Okay, go ahead, Ken.
Hi. This technology directly involves life safety. So the risk management, I think, is very critical concern. Does future AI provide any specific insurance or another? How do you deal with this risk?
Yeah, so that's the reason we want to work with insurance company because that will make our solution become more persuasive. Yeah. So, but yeah. However, for now, our solution we don't take any liability for any possible accidents. Yeah. But we will find our partners to solve this issue. Thank you.
Okay, last 30 seconds. Michelle? Go.
Hello. So based on your forecast, it's quite aggressive to reach 11 million in 2028. So just curious about what would be your go-to-market strategy? How do you acquire clients currently, and how is this scalable?
Yeah, just through distributor, local distributor, and then they are targeting not only hotels, swimming pools. So at the beginning, the strategy would be targeting all the facilities, smaller one, hotel, pools, and then like I said, the big case is to let governments that every site have to do this, right? So for the first one or 2 years, we're gaining reputations, we're collecting enough data for insurance companies, for governments, and then maybe 3 or 2 years later, they'll pass it. Come on, every site have to use our solutions. That's our way to do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fortune AI. And now next we have R2C2. You don't have your robot today?
Well, my robot is actually in the booth and it's so heavy to carry around with me, so I guess
Okay,
not.
no problem. The stage is yours.
All right. This is Sam from R2C2. I'm the founder of the company. Thank you for being here on a Friday. It's supposed to be fun. All right, so what I'm building here is actually a brain for the robot. So we call it Embody AI Robot Brain. The company is actually built based on two assumptions. The first one, we believe we'll be having more robot than before. Just the number keep coming up. The second one is like the AI will keep evolving and we can do better with robot. So there are lots of company or focus talking about how agentic AI or LLM as a tool, right? But mostly on a virtual platform, right? Helping you with your workflow. But how about a physical world, right? So what we do here is actually giving an agentic AI with a physical body, right? If you need to solve an actual problem in the world, you need something physical to actually be there. So our vision is build one brain, any robot, and any applications, and that is our product right there. So to make it clear, we actually do have two products. Our company is a hardware plus software company. So we built the hardware, we actually attach to a robot. It includes navigation system, communication, visual, and everything, powered by an NVIDIA AI right there. And then we have the software as a platform that you can multiple control and manage your robot. We are one of the first Boston Dynamic developer in Asia. So we currently work with more than 10 different brands of robot. So we don't build robot at all. We use off-the-shelf robot, and we're happy to be here to see if there are any Taiwanese robot we can add it to our ecosystem. We focus a lot on field robotic. That means robot dog, drones, humanoid, and ATV, all-terrain vehicle. So in the last 2 years, we have deployed different projects, including search and rescue, constructions, inspections, and transportation system maintenance and inspections. With all the use cases, we have been proven if we can combine different robots to work as a team, we can make it faster compared to traditional human workforce by 60% or maybe 80%, and we can cover more ground and make it cheaper. So what actually the secret sauce, or what are we building to make it work? There's 4 pillars of what we're building. The first one, navigation system. So when we have a multi-robot system, what we can do is all of these robots can share a map. They can understand each other. They can talk to each other. They can share information, data, everything. And that's based on the navigation system. And also robot communications. Not only we do 900 megahertz, 2.4, 5.8, we do more than that. Also, we're working on robot VLA. This year we saw there are more research papers actually in this domain. And I do believe this is the right time to implement that thing into robot. So that means we're actually working on robotic arm, not only on the robot itself, but also in the industry, in the factories robotic arm they're working on right now. We also work on RL locomotion. That means reinforcement learning to help the robot to walk better. The reason of doing so is to improve the navigation performance. So this is the software that we mentioned about multi-robot control we call ARI. We got lucky. This one actually got the CS Innovation Award 2025. So it mostly do multi-robot, multi-site mission. So this is pretty much like a task manager for robot. So 2 software. The first one is about edge robot. How does it perform better in the physical world? And then you have pretty much like a uni-brain to control all these robots together. So those are some of the use cases. In the last 2 years, we have been deploying our system to train operator, 捷运. Okay. So we have been doing fully autonomous train inspections with robot, achieving pretty good inspection accuracy and low false alarm rate. We do it in full, what's it called, search and rescue. So this one's interesting. We do not really save any people at all, but what we train is that we put an NVIDIA chipset on the drones. We train the drones to search for cows and monkey. And then once the drones are able to spot there's a monkey or a cow, it share the GPS location to the robot dog, and the dog starts chasing that monkey. It's just for fun. But imagine the potential applications of what we can do in search and rescue with that. We actually put more robot in a tunnel underground sewage system. That's actually a ceiling of a tunnel, very confined space. So we're replacing human at dangerous and repetitive work with robot, VLA, and everything like that. Yes, 1 minute. Construction, that's another application that we do. We build our own 3D scanning as well. And this is something that we're testing right now is what if we're taking our product and put it on a vehicle and drive around the city, or maybe we put it on a bike. That's what we can do. We can actually do smart city scanning. So this is a small team. We're only 5 people in the team. From Canada, US, Taiwan. We have a sales team in Hong Kong as well. So I'm from Irvine, UC Irvine. My friend is actually from NASA. And more robotic people in there. So just to wrap up, this is a company with product market fit. Never raise fund. We're looking for first round funding. And we're here to explore the Taiwan market about 3 things. First one, manufacturing. Second one, local projects. And the third one, investment. Done.
All right, thank you very much, Dan.
Yeah, sure.
So if we're interested in your robot, we can find it in your booth, right?
Yeah, so I actually do have a drone and a small robot dog that I can put in the 23-inch suitcase at my booth.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a pain to carry it around.
Edgar?
I got 2 questions. The first one is across different robots, what's the mode, technology mode, comparing with other technologies? And the second part is mainly about the competitor landscape. Since that we are more providing for like a brand size, how do you make sure that your competitors, they are not like better than yours?
Oh, great question. The first one, I don't really get it that much, but I can answer the second one first. So competitor, there are a handful of competitors around the world. I mean, if there's no competitor, we're doomed. Like we're working on a project that no one actually wanted to. So there are competitor in US, let's say Fuel AI. We have a competitor in Germany, it's called Energy Robotics. We have competitor in Canada, ClearPath Robotics. So I would put it that way. Our technology, be frank, we're not the best for sure, but we're only 5 people in the team. So that means at this stage, we're very fund efficient. We have never raised fund. But okay, I'll just give you some number of robots we have deployed compared to other robotic company. We, as a 5-people team, never raised fund. We deploy 30 robots in Asia. Fuel AI in the US, they raised $500 million. They have deployed 30 robots in US. Energy Robotics, in their Series C or something, they only deploy 50 robots in Germany. So we're not the best in technology yet. But in terms of fund efficiency, we're top notch.
So my question is more about like why you're, like those 30 robots like in Asia, they pick you instead of others.
Oh, okay, that question. All right, robotic company themselves do not give you an end-to-end solution. So robots are very different from, let's say, a washing machine or TV. It's not something you plug in the power and it works. You have seen there are lots of video on YouTube that plug in the power and the humanoid does nothing at all, right? So there's a gap, which is the application layer. What we have understand from exact project that we work with Boston Dynamics is that they spend 40 years in R&D and productization, and yet customer complains a lot about what it can do. So what we feel like is I don't have 40 years of money and time to waste on that. So might as well just build the application layer and go from there. My strategy is to get the market first and improve the model, improve the technology there. A lot of other companies, they're actually focused a lot in the algorithm itself instead of getting into the market. So there's a huge difference.
Any other judges? We got 1 minute. Oh, Renita go first, then Chester.
Okay.
I promise I'll let you finish your question this time.
So I saw your robot walking in the forest when the ground was uneven. So how do you maintain its balance in such condition? So do you have, does the robot has the ability to adjust its movement style automatically?
Yes, short question, yes. The robot actually comes with their own policy training to make it be able to handle uneven terrain. We also start training our RL model to handle that as well. because we add stuff on top of the robot that change the physical dynamics of the robot itself. So we actually start training our own RL model. Yes.
And then, Chester?
I like your vision of one brand for any robot, but it also sounds very ideal. What challenges do you see in achieving this vision?
Okay.
I'll let you finish your answer.
Okay. It might be that I'm a founder, so I'm going to be blind to that question. But I guess I will answer your question by the first one. We've already proven that we work with different brand of robot, and they can start working with each other. That's the first one. So it's already proven. So what's stopping us from getting there is robotic company refuse to open up the robot for you to work with. But here is an analogy, put it that way. Robot company, they're not going to work among themselves. Just like when Tesla has a self-driving algorithm, they're not going to release to Honda or Toyota, right? They're competitors. But for us, we're not competitor, we're enabler. We're helping robot company to sell more robot. We're helping robotic company to actually realize more real-world applications. So for them, we are partner, and they're happy to open up for us. To wrap up this question, we first worked with Boston Dynamic, right? And then right after we released that, hey, we have successfully deployed some of the robot in Asia. Other robotic company came to us. We never reached out to them, but they came to us saying, hey, San, good job. You can actually deploy a robot there for slope inspection. Can you do the same with my robot? So what we're building is not just a product, but an ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I have my booth, so feel free to take a look.
Yeah, you've already got milked. So no worries. They got booths outside. Just go find it. If you don't know where to find it, just grab someone who wear the pink shirt. They will tell you. Next round up, we have Valtech. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Kay, the CEO of Valtech, where we're building the maritime AI drone system for the traditional commercial tuna fishing market. So the commercial tuna fishing market is a $42 billion market. However, these commercial tuna fishing vessels have their own problems. They are 100-meter long vessels, so they travel really slow with only top speeds at 20 kilometers per hour. So you're faster on your motorbike than they are. They're also very expensive to operate, spending over $40,000 US every single day on operating costs. And they face a labor shortage. Not a lot of skilled labor wants to board these vessels, live there for years at a time to go fish for tuna. So to solve some of these problems, traditionally, they use helicopters that fly off of their vessel in order to locate these large schools of tuna where they're making millions of dollars per month in revenue. Here's a short video where you can see the cumbersome nature of operating a helicopter on a large tuna fishing vessel. So they have to put it on their vessel, transport it out. Given these guys are not fishing near Taiwan or our territorial waters, they're fishing out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, 2,000 kilometers away in like Micronesia, Papua New Guinea, etc. There's two guys that sit in the helicopter, the pilot and the fish spotter, and they go and use their eyes or binoculars that literally look for schools of tuna. That's a school of tuna. I believe that was 10 tons. And then that's a 20-ton school of tuna. And they're radioing this information back to the captain. So the captain's not able to see this and has to make a decision. Am I going to go travel 2-3 hours over to this potential catch? Or do I go look for other catches? So helicopters, they have their own problems. They have limited search. You can only really have one on the ship because it's very big and cumbersome. They're also dangerous. Every single year, there's at least 1 or 2 accidents just in the Taiwanese fleet. It's because you're trying to land a 2-ton helicopter, industrial piece of equipment, onto these moving tuna vessels. It's very difficult to do. And lastly, they're inaccurate. As you saw, people are just using their human eyes and binoculars. It's not a data-driven decision in order to decide whether to spend all this money on gas and travel over. So at Valtech, we're building a multi-drone AI system. So instead of one helicopter, you would have a drone out there searching for your schools of tuna. And we've even built a swarm system so you can have multiple drones looking in the ocean for your potential catch. So our solution is more efficient because we're able to cover a much larger area. We're safer because with AI piloted drones, there will be no fatal accidents. If our drone crashes into the ship, maybe the drone's destroyed, but the ship is perfectly fine. And then it's also more accurate. With our AI system, we're able to identify these schools of fish and lead to data-driven results for these captains. Our system's proven to be at least 300% more efficient in covering the area and looking for fish out in the oceans. And we've also built our own maritime drone platform. This drone was designed specifically for maritime operations, being able to take off and land vertically from a ship, and as well as withstanding ocean winds up to Beaufort level 7. We've already been test flying it, and you can see we're flying around on the oceans and looking for fish. We've already honed our AI capability to be able to identify with 70% accuracy and above the schools of tuna. And we fly for over 80 kilometers and about a 2-hour flight time. So the primary reason these fishing vessels really care about this is money, right? So they're spending over $20,000 per day just on fuel while hunting, while searching the oceans. That's 20 tons, and for every single ton of catch that they catch, they're producing 2 tons of CO2. Our system has been proven to reduce their fuel usage by up to 20%, or over 20%, which would equate to $85,000 in savings for them just for 1 month of usage. Secondly is because of sustainability. So our computer vision is actually able to identify bycatch, which is sea turtles, dolphins, sharks, and then reduce their bycatch rate. They get fined over $100,000 for every single bycatch they make. Our business model is that we charge $50,000 per month per vessel. We have 2 pilot customers with over 37 ships, which would equate to 22 million in ARR, and they're already operating internationally. The founding team is myself, a former US Air Force drone operator, and my co-founder, a repeat founder, and we've already built a team of over 18. We raised $2.5 million in our pre-seed round from institutional investors like Spark Labs, and have a great advisory and angel investing board as well. So we're Valtech. We're here saving the oceans from above.
Thank you very much, John. So this is Valtech. Any questions? We go to Nishiyama-san first and Suzuki-san later.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I would like to understand better about your technology. So during your presentation, you addressed a very, very specific problem about tuna fishing, which is, I think, great to start and validate your PMF. But is it like specifically about tuna, or are you talking about other fish as well, other species or other use cases as well? The question is intended to ask about what your technology can do, basically. So is it generally about finding the movement between, below the sea, or is it about tuna specifically? I tried to understand better.
Yeah, so at base, our technology is we've created a maritime drone system. And yes, our beachhead market is tuna fishing, and so we've built our data model and our AI to specifically look at that data and been collecting that data, which is actually very hard to get. But that's just our beachhead market. We've already talked to other fishing fleets like krill fishing and different maritime vessels. So our application, our system can be applied to many different maritime applications. We would just change the data set as to what they're looking for and hone that. We picked tuna fishing as our beachhead because we saw that they were a huge industry, very traditional, and could benefit greatly from modernization. They are not just capped by a fixed cost of like, hey, you need to be better than this cost, but we can actually potentially increase their revenue if we help them find more schools of fish. So we chose that as our beachhead.
Thank you. Sorry, one more thing. Is 50K per month that you said per vessel, right?
Yes.
Is it something affordable to these fishers?
Yes, they're already spending 50,000 per month per vessel for helicopters. Even just for satellite maps, they pay $10,000 per month.
Oh, okay.
Their operations these are industrial applications, and so they're paying for very high quality, very refined tools.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Suzuki-san?
Yeah, very related question I have, and are you considering the dual use case or the ocean monitoring or this kind of portion?
Yes, we are considering dual use, but right now our sole customers are focused on fishing. We are exploring that as a future avenue, though.
Wow. Let's go to Angie first, okay? This is Angie's first time speaking at the event today. And next we go to Peter.
Hi, this is Angie from CCIA, and my first question is that the data that you were using to train your model, does that come from your existing two customers, or do you have any specific data sources?
Yeah, actually, we've partnered with a helicopter service company for these tuna fisheries, and we've equipped 3 of them with AI cameras and are starting to collect sources that way, as well as our customers. We're asking the fish spotters to take videos, and we've deployed some cameras with them to take videos so that we could build this data set. I actually think that's a great moat because this data just doesn't exist. Nobody's out there filming, tuna fish catches in commercial space. So, yeah, we're building that data set right now.
Okay, Peter.
Hi, I just can you elaborate more about your customers' profile? Because I just wondering, is it like big corporation or just some like fishermen? And the other question is that, does that differ from compared to different countries, like in Taiwan, Philippines, Japan, maybe other countries? The profile is different or it's not the same?
So our customers are large fleets. So one has 13 ships, the other has 24 ships. In this industry, most players are large fleets. They have like 20, 30 ships. That's just how the market turns out. These ships are all $30 to $50 million per ship. So it's not like a small local fisherman. The commercial tuna industry, they're catching like 20 tons, 50 tons in one catch. So a small ship would not be able to compete and do that.
All right, thank you very much, Veltec. Thanks for your presentation. Next startup, we have Mesoview. Welcome, Mesoview.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marcus. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Mesoview. Today, I will bring you into the world of the cancer surgery and the biopsies. Each year, 2 million new cancer cases diagnosed in the US, and 1 in 4 Americans die from cancer. Surgery is the primary treatment needed by over 80% of the cancer patients. But the question is, after the surgery, no patient wants to hear is, we need a repeat surgery. It means the tumor is not completely removed in the first time surgery or has recurred, when or whether they can get back to their normal life. So Mesoview mission is to make sure no patient has to hear those words ever again. So the current intraoperative assessment method is called frozen section analysis. It's like surgeons send the tissue to the pathology department to do the pathological inspection. But it's really slow, unreliable, and error-prone. Surgeons wait 60 minutes to 1 hour without the real-time feedback, and this process is manual, artifact-prone. 30% slides are compromised. Reprocessing needs to 8 to 15 to 30 minutes. And it is sampling limit, so the pathology can do the fully assessment margin during this period. So it results in 20% of the reoperation rate in the world. So in the US, 100K of the US cancer patients need to do the repeat surgery annually and wasting multi-billion healthcare costs, available healthcare costs annually. And why we need to solve this now? Because this problem is only getting worse. The new cancer patient is continuing to rising, but the pathologist is continuing to decrease. This problem also in Taiwan. More patients, fewer pathologists, longer delay, higher risk of diagnostic error. Here, we developed the Pathoscope. our solution is called a rapid fresh pathologist. We can analyze the fresh excised tissue in just 5 minutes with the pathological result in just 5 minutes in nearly OR. And our solution is compatible with the gold standard staining process, H&E staining. So for our customer, the clinical workflow is unchanged. No freezing, no slicing, no human artifact issue. We can persuade the whole tissue to do the further inspection. And we can provide a better quality imaging with the pathological resolution. So it means 1 pixel need to achieve 450 nanometer. And we provide a remote software so that the pathologist can review the imaging anywhere, anytime to get a real feedback to the surgical team. And it is a whole digital solution, so we can integrate the AI-assisted diagnosis in the future. So the workflow becomes simple, reliable, and more accurate. It is at least 6 to 10 times faster compared with the frozen section. And why it is the must-have solution, not a nice-to-have, because for our solution, not just the faster solution, we can provide more critical information. Like for lung cancer, we can distinguish the subtyping, and this is the frozen cannot do in the past. And this critical information will determine the surgeon to do the operative approach. And now we are not just focusing on the intraoperative assessment market. We are targeting the global H&E diagnostics market, including the regular biopsy and the core biopsy in the future. And with the aging population, so the patient number continue to decrease, so the market expect to be expand. And we provide a device, software, consumable, so we can do a flexible business model with our customer. And this is our traction. In 2022, we are a 3-year startup. In 2022, we spin off from the National Taiwan University. And 2023, we deliver our PES also to a real clinical environment. And in 2024, we launched over 100,000 cases, a multi-cancer clinical study, including the breast cancer, brain cancer, skin cancer, lung cancer, etc. And in this year, we get an FDA and the TFDA cleared, and we also pass all the SGS certification. Like we follow the global medical standard. And in 2026, we are co-working with the largest private hospital like Chang'an Memorial Hospital, Marquette Memorial Hospital, to run our clinical validation data and the business model, and also validate the health economy data. And we will also publish to the global key conference to link the global KOLs. And we will expand to the US market in 2028. And it is the competition table. So you can see this imaging. We are the only solution can compatible with the gold standard H&E staining process, like the true H&E FFP or the frozen section analysis. And our competitor will belong to virtual H&E solution. So many review articles already say use the virtual H&E staining technology will increase the risk of the diagnostic uncertainty and the risk. And over 25 a global patent already transferred from NTU to our MesoView. And this is our team. We have the engineering team background, medical professional background, like surgeon in our team, and we also have the financial expertise in our team. And with our global advisor, we can hope to bring this technology to the real world. We have a reimbursement strategy advisor, sales advisor, and technology advisor. So again, we are MesoView. See cancer, stop cancer in real time. I'm Marcus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcus. Thank you. Questions for Marcus from MesoView? Wow. Okay, Peter. 别客气, just.
Hi, it's Peter from Wishon CVC. I just wondering, are you going to, because I can assume that your potential customer will be hospitals, right? So I just wondering, are you going to direct sales to hospitals, or you're going to through some channels?
As I say, we provide a comprehensive solution. So we have the software, equipment, so we can do the leasing model, directive sales model, or we can do the sharing model. Like, for example, in the Taiwan market, we will apply for the sales payment model, like we sharing model with the hospitals. So it's a hospital, medical center is our first target, and the medical center is our strategic partner. We can do the B2B2C business. Like in Taiwan, there's over 10,000 new cancer cases need to use this application. So you can, as mentioned, the price surgical service is around 20,000. So the market value is around 2 billion in the US, in the Taiwan annually. Yes.
Thank you. My following question is that, so I'm not quite sure. So you're targeting the US market or Taiwan market or other countries' market?
Now our company strategy that Taiwan is our demo site. We can run this clinical validation here, business validation here, but our first target, of course, is the US market. Because you can consider the lung cancer patient, the Taiwan is around 20,000 patients, but the US is around 8.8 million to 1 million cancer patients. So it is 40 times larger market size, yes.
Chester?
Thank you for the presentation. It looks like your product is already in the market and accepted by many hospitals. Would you be able to share your revenue forecast this year and probably the next 3-5 years?
Okay. Now we are first targeting the large population disease like lung cancer, breast cancer. So it is now we are applying the self-payment approval by our government. So we can forecast our revenue. We are using the sharing model with the hospital. So only focus on lung cancer and breast cancer is around like 40,000 patients per year. And we use sharing model, the service cost is around 20,000. So it's around 0.8 billion market size, the largest market size. So, but you also need to consider about the penetration rate. So I will only say the largest market size is around 0.8 billion annually, but we need to go to the key conference, academic conference to push our technology to be the guidelines. It is the most critical thing. We will get a higher penetration in the future, yes.
How about this year?
This year, we are just using leasing model with our strategy partner. So it's around like, if you use US market, it's around 600K revenue. But our potential value is use a sharing model in the future. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Yen?
Besides breast cancer and lung cancer, do you have any R&D plan on other cancers?
Yes, that is our core technology advantage because we are compatible with the gold standard H&E standing process, so we can directly apply to multiple cancer. But we also have our company resource, so we just focusing on the large population disease first. Then in the future, of course, including lung cancer, breast cancer, you also have the neck cancer, kidney cancer, prostate cancer. It is also the huge population in the US, yes.
Okay, the time's up perfectly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we have another startup from medical area. Let's welcome Medical Tech.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Wang from Medical Tech. Today, I want to introduce our monostereo system. Actually, we are a research team from Yerka, Taiwan. So that is the biggest Asia surgical training center in minimally invasive surgery. And we find a lot of the requirements. Basically, they are from the open surgery to minimally invasive surgery. They are discussed about the 2D space, 2D operating in the 3D space. So they take a lot of time to training that. And now we finish this product to spin off to the medical tech. So what is the monostereo? This is the goal to keeping the 2D image quality and with the 3D depth perception. So we can apply to the small lens and we keeping the rotation and the room function. So basically we extract the 2D endoscope image and we estimate the camera pose and the light distribution to build the 3D the depth informations. And we combine the 3D depth information to the 2D image to generate the left and the right view. Finally, we see the stereo visions on the 3D monitor. So that is the installation is simple. We just connect to the 2D endoscope and to see the 3D on 3D display. So we providing a function that you can switch 2D and 3D directly. And you will providing the adjustable in the 3D disparity. You can control your disparity for different human effect. Actually, in our clinical evidence in the monostereo, we already apply in the spine surgery. And overall, the surgery, we can increase the 30% the time in the whole operations. And we also apply to the gastroendoscope. It can helping for ESD diagnostic. And also improving the 30% on the snail operating procedures. Also, we have an application in ENT because the very small area in our sinus or scalp base. Normally, we are applying in the very, very small these areas. The surgeon need a lot of confidence to finish the whole operating. So now they have a 3D, can finish that. And we got the FDA approved last year. And now we try to apply our own systems to the colonoscopy diagnostic. So 3 years ago, we cooperated with the National Taiwan Universities. We have randomized more than 300 cases for 2D and 3D diagnostic. In the colonoscopies, the patients, they find they can improving in 3D situation can have a 35% increase on adenoma detection rate. For this part, is very higher to the normal because actually the adenoma detection rate is very difficult to increase. At the other part, we very specially on the flat adenoma detection because it's very smooth structure. It can helping for 62%. That is the reason for flat adenoma detection because in the 2D situation, every tissue is similar, but actually it's a very small topper or lower than the tissues. But in the 3D situation, we can easily to find them. So actually in the marketing the potentials in the US, that we currently we have around 60 million in the operating cases. But in the 2030, they have growing to the 82 million operating cases. So these all the cases, the more focus on the two part is the colonoscopy and the ESD diagnostic. So what is our unique in our systems? We can keeping our 2D and the original 2D endoscope to have a 3D depth perception in that part. In that part is very important to the hospital because they only change is to buy our system and combine to their original 2D to see the 3D vision and helping their surgeon. And also we can providing an adjustable 3D effect because the most of the surgeon not always using in 3D situation. They need to using many times and they need to how to try to in 3D without a disease. This is a problem, but we have a lot of human experience. We collect a lot of data to making the 3D. So in that part, we can make every surgeons, they like this system without any headache, disease situations. So the hospital, they like to our system because they just plus our system together and they can increase their surgeon's benefit. Then finally, this system can improving the surgeon's skill, so including the diagnostic and the surgery. We are medical tech to see more, achieve better.
Thank you very much, medical tech. Judges, any comments or any questions? Suzuki-san?
Thanks for your presentation. Could you explain more about your business model and the selling the device or those kind of portion?
Actually, we currently have a two-part for selling business channel. One is for our current brand to selling with our own distributor to selling. The others we cooperate with the many endoscope manufacturer because they want our system to integrate to their endoscope system. They can directly upgrade their system from 2D to 3D. Yes.
Any other questions? Peter?
Yes, Peter from Wishon CVC. I'm curious, can you share with more about your customer engagement? I mean, for example, you got first engaged with doctors or hospitals and finally signed, maybe after some POC and finally signed a contract. How long does it take?
Actually, in the hospital, it take around many long time because for our site, our distributor they need to find a contractor to the hospital. So in that it will be around 2 years because when we need to waiting for we have a lay we training our distributor and the lay can directly sell to the hospital. Maybe in that around 1.5 to 2 years. Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Peter. Any other questions from the judges? Angie?
How many staff in your company right now?
You mean
Employees, number of employees?
actually in our part we are around 18 people, including the engineer, manufacturer, and our quality manager. Yes.
So your core team is mainly focusing on like product development, and you just sell your products through the system integrators or the hardware companies.
Actually, we cooperate with our distributor because in that our global sales they working directly with our distributor partner, and they can help us to selling. So in our teams we have a half is engineer. Yes.
I see. And my last question is, do you have any plan to go to overseas market, and do you have any strategy for that?
Actually, we just finished a lot of the clinical evidence, and right now we are start to ODM our license to our manufacturer. So I think for this year and the next year will big change in our company. So I think they will have a big revenues for the next and then after 2 years. Thank you.
Okay, maybe we can have one more question. If not, I'm gonna let him go. Thank you very much, Medical Tech. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next startups, let's welcome Vital Signs. Come on up, Vital Signs.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rich from Vital Signs Corp. Today, I would like to introduce our latest products. We call ECG Sentry Mode. What's ECG Sentry Mode? If you have a Tesla, Sentry Mode means that real-time monitoring, real-time alert, real-time record, send message. So, as we know, life can change in one habit. And Vital Signs Corp try to turn every single ECG signals to a chance to save life. There's more than 40% people over 15 have cardiovascular disease, and more than 56,000 people die from cardiovascular disease every year in Taiwan. Indicates our patients used to use the patient monitor, use the user holder or the event recorder to monitor the outpatient, but just capture the moments, not capture emergencies. However, what if during the critical time, unless you have the ICU level patient monitor for a real-time monitor, real-time alert, no chance to live, to survive. So the vital signs try to fill the gap. So we try to make the invisible risk visible. This is our solution, the most ideal solution for emergency medicine and the preventive medicine. Our already passed the FDA approval 510K, and our ultra-high sample rate reached to 500 Hertz and 24-bit resolution. So we provide a very, very real waveform for the AI detection and algorithm. And we also have a very good motion artifact elimination. So we can do the early warning, early alert to save people's lives. And the most important thing is an affordable price. The retail price in Taiwan is 6,000 NT dollars. So that's our platform. The first one is the CQC. We call it quick check for real-time monitoring for more than 24 hours, real-time monitoring. And so we can do the instant alert and early warning through the AI risk assessment. So we do AF detection, and we also will follow the IEC 601-2-47, the global standard. So the QT, the QMS, QT time, P wave, AT wave, everything will follow this standard. And also, we also do another research about the medicine adherence. So that we have the patterns like DOS, ECG patterns, provide the clinician the better treatment plan. So we also can use another application like we can provide the ECG report. And we also have the AI detection to the respiration detection. And also cooperate with the hospital, do the sleep study. We do the eyes, we call the eyes coupling, HRV, comply with the respiration, and also do the depression symptom monitoring. So that's we are end-to-end service, so that's our service architecture. We do everything from hardware, software platform, algorithms, and now we have already passed the hardware and app. Next year we will pass the platform and algorithm. So that's what we widely use in different scenarios like a nursing house, and clinic, and telemedicine, and also first responders, and also we can set up like a field hospital in 10 minutes for the group monitoring. So our milestone is very clear and achievable. So our company was founded in 2016, and we already have the TFDA. This year we have FDA 510K. And next year we'll attend another SAMD FDA. And we also start to explore the Asian market and Middle Eastern market. So next year we also will pass like mainland Philippines, Malaysia. Also, okay, as a medical device, CE or FDA is only the basic admission ticket. So our core value, we try to establish a new market, a benchmark for the emergency care and the preventive care. So we try to unlocking the real-time ECG code. We're giving people the time and ability to do something before it's too late. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Vital Sign. Thank you. Another medical tech startups. Any questions? Please stand in the middle of the stage. Let's go to Chester first, and then go to Mr. Yan. Hurry up. Time is very valuable.
Could you share with us your fundraising status? And how would you allocate your next fund if you were acquiring the next round of fund? And also, my second question is about your team. Could you share with us the background of your key executives and also founders?
Thank you. right now we are Series A, and our next target will be $3 million to $5 million US dollars. And our team all from the TSMC or MediaTek, and we also, but we do not, we cooperate with the hospital to integrate, to upgrade our service. Yeah, Algorian and AI model. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Yan.
Could you provide more analysis about your competitor?
To be honest, we don't have competitors because real time and past FDA, no people can do that, and we provide a real time display continuously, and the real time alert, real time report. So perhaps it had a competitor, but no FDA approval.
Okay, no competitor. Any other questions? Right there. Let's go to Susan.
So the end user will be individual. How do you plan to access them? Like via hospital, clinic? Or...
Thank you. We don't want to direct to the C. We cooperate with the B, distributors, brand owners, because they already have source. We share our IP, we share our SaaS to SaaS service. So we like a ODM company. So we help to upsell their service. That's our goal. We try to make them bigger, and we will be just behind them to support to provide the technical support.
Judges, any more? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. That way, please. Thank you. So next, we're going to have our last pitching team on stage. Welcome. 我想医学科技 Poshang.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joy Chen, CEO of Poshang Medical Technology. Today, I'm excited to introduce Post-Stroke, our AI-powered screening solution that's transforming the early detection of carotid artery stenosis, CAS, and stroke prevention. So why CAS? Because CAS is one of the major risks of ischemic stroke, which accounts for 87% of all strokes. And yet, many people don't even know they have it. The problem is that more than 60% of people with significant CAS show no symptoms. Without symptoms, they don't visit doctors, they don't get diagnosed. And many of them are hit by stroke unexpectedly, making them face a 2.8 times higher risk of death compared to others. Does this sound familiar to any of you? At least I've witnessed too many of these kind of sad stories. And the question is, how can we find these people before it's too late? There's an urgent need of rapid screening solution to identify those silent at-risk individuals. But are the current existing tools up to the task? Not really. The current diagnostics like ultrasound, CTA, and MRA are expensive, time-consuming, require specialists to operate, and may expose people to radiation or magnetic field, making them just don't quite fit into the screening settings. That's where Post-Stroke comes in. We've developed a breakthrough screening device that's fully automatic, easy to operate, and extremely quick. Our technology concept is that when stenosis occurs, the blood flow will be changed, and these changes will be reflected in the pulsation. Our breakthrough technology will capture these pulsation changes and analyze the result to assess the risk level of the stenosis. The operation flow of post-stroke is super easy. All we need to do is pressing one button to take a 20-second video of the neck. Our AI algorithm will analyze the result automatically, and the CAS risk report will be available in just 5 minutes. Isn't that amazing? Post-stroke is highly cost-effective, time-efficient, and extremely safe, making it ideal for broad early screening. Are we replacing the current diagnostics? No, we're helping to find people who need them. It's no longer no symptoms, no warnings. We've secured multiple patent families covering both software and hardware of our core technology. And in clinical studies, post-stroke has demonstrated a 91% accuracy when compared to ultrasound, and the result has been published in the Journal of the American Heart Association. Our business model is designed for flexibility. The software is pay-per-case, while the hardware could be purchased or leased. You might ask, how about the market potential? Together, Taiwan and the US represents a $3.9 billion opportunity. Our go-to-market strategy is built on accessibility and scale. We will integrate post-stroke into prevention program customized by regions and working closely with the payers and the ecosystem. We plan to launch in 2026 in Taiwan and 2027 in the US. And we project to hit $550 million in revenue by 2031. Post-stroke can be used in the early disease screening as well as the post-procedure monitoring. As you can see here, together with the disease treatment, we can close the loop and create an ecosystem. We are currently extending our technology applications to many other diseases, like Harvard disease, meaning we are not just a one-product company. There are many more to come in our pipelines. Our leadership team boasts extensive experience across strategy management, technology R&D, clinical development, as well as the fundraising. Together, it represents like more than 100 years of expertise. So what have we achieved so far? In 2024, we closed our angel funding, and with that, we completed our QMS manufacturing, secured a strategic partnership with Medtronic, and won the National Innovation Award. In 2025, on top of winning Taipei Biotech Award, we keep focusing on strategic partnering and fundraising, as well as the TFDA registration. We anticipate TFDA approval and the US FDA submission in 2026. Therefore, we are raising $3 million US in our pre-A round to support the US clinical trial and FDA submission next year. So post-stroke isn't just another medical device. We are redefining how early detection can be fast, accessible, and affordable. Welcome to join us and be the game changer in the preventive health care. And I will be more than happy to explore the opportunities with you. And please visit us at NS301, where you may sign up a free trial of our breakthrough technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joy from Foshan. This is Peter.
Thank you. It's Peter from Wishon CVC. I'm curious. You mentioned about go-to-market strategy. So
Yes.
of course I can see that your potential customer, including hospital, etc. So
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you have your own sales team to direct sales to hospitals, or you're going to engage with hospitals, clinics by distributors?
Currently, for different channels, we have different strategies. For example, the health exam centers, we only do the B2B, so we will have our very limited, very small BD team to handle the business. And for the hospital, we cooperated with Medtronic. We will go the co-marketing and apply their sales team to they have already have a very big.
So you leverage
leverage the
BD team. Okay.
And in clinical and or pharmacy, we will cooperate with our agencies. And for example, the pharmacy, we cooperate with a very big chain. Pharmacy chain stores. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to Andrew first, then Harry.
So your product is aimed to predict the happening of stroke.
Yeah, prevent it.
Yeah, prevent. And but you, in your business plan, your client is like hospital or clinic. So in what kind of situation or occasion when you put your device in the hospital and the patients without symptoms like stroke will go to do the test?
Yeah, very good question. So our first prioritized channel will be the health check center, and we have already had pre-approval agreement with some channels. They agree to put us to integrate our technology, our tests into their package. So in the future, for some company, they send their employees to do the health check. They will have include this service in the package. And in the hospitals, there's a potential that we can put in the general clinics or CV clinics where people might not be go to the visit for specific for the carotid artery stenosis, but in a very short time, just taking a 20-second video, then before they enter the clinics, physician has a direction, how it's high or low risk label are them. So I think in different channels we have quite different positions, but indeed our target will be mostly to the people without obvious symptoms. Yeah.
Okay, Harry.
Would you would you elaborate more the cooperation model with the insurance company and the fee sharing scheme in the cooperation model?
The cooperation model with
the insurance company.
Insurance company. Yeah, because in the United States, the health system is quite different from Taiwan. So they must, it's a must-have. We need to cooperate with the insurance company. And currently, we have some connections with them, for example, the United Health. So we are talking to them about the 50+ prevention program. So that program is namely for the people more than 50 years old. So that will be our potential target who can join the program to take this exam or rapid test. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Joy. But before our judges move into the final deliberation, we have 3 additional global startups recommended by our international partners at this year's Meet Taipei. One was the CCIA Special Award winner at Ramen Tech 2025, and the other 2 were nominated by the Seoul Business Agency from Korea and the Canadian Technology Accelerator, CTA, from Canada. So after each pitch, we will still open the floor for Q&A to the judges. So judges, please make full use of your 4 minutes well. First, please welcome AI ESG from Japan.
Thank you very much indeed for this precious opportunity. I'm really honored to have a pitch this in front of the best of the startup ecosystem in Taiwan. I'm Daikichi, CEO of ISG. ISG is a sort of AI startup, and also it's been out of Kyushu University, and that's why we have a kind of unique database on the cutting-edge AI technology, which can be used especially for ESG evaluation. And actually, as a startup, we've been founded in 3 years ago, and we've selected by the Forbes Asia 100 watch list and supported by Google for Startups for these 3 years. And actually, we've also finalized Series A fundraising one last 0.5 years ago, and in total, we are now raising the $4.5 million so far. So from this slide, let me show you the issues we are now tackling. Actually, what we would like to solve is the complexity of ESG analysis. For example, as you know, the one US apparel company has been criticized due to the kind of human rights violation risk inherited in their supply chains. And approximately it leads the loss of opportunity of approximately 10 billion US dollars. So now lots of the large enterprises, especially, not only in Japan but also globally, has been looking for some methods to how to effectively and how to precisely capture the ESG risks inherited in their supply chains. And actually, we can do it because we are spin out of Kyushu University and we have a kind of technology, and that's why our solution is selected by tens of national companies in Japan, including NAC and Norinchukin Bank. And the reason why we can do it is because we are spin out of Kyushu University Urban Institute. Urban Institute is one of the best academic institutes in Japan specialized in the ESG evaluation, and they've been publishing the 500 academic papers and also the 40 books on the citation. The citation is now in total 30,000 times. So the core of ISG technology is the depth of these technologies. And that's why we can provide a kind of tailored and customized AI solutions for ESG analysis for our clients. So from here, let me introduce our actual dashboard we are now providing. Hope it works, but yeah. This is an actual snapshot of our dashboard. And what the clients need to do is just two things. The first is to select the products they want to see. And another thing is to select the ESG indicators they want to see. As you can see now in this dashboard, in this snapshot, they are selected. Suppose that they are selecting the forest land degradation risk, and the product is a brewery industry. And then, as you can see in this slide, all of the ESG impacts inherited in this supply chain and also the materials can be seen in this dashboard. We have two strengths in our solutions. The first one is we can tracing back entire supply chain to produce that product. The database itself, ESG supply chain database itself, is the result of the academic collaboration among the MIT and Harvard and Kyushu University. And that's why this kind of solution is really used by so many national companies in Japan. And also, this database itself is based on the international trading data and combined with so many types of the unstructured data, including the SNS and the news data. Another strength of the ISG solution is the number of ESG indicators we can see. So far now, we can track 3,290 ESG indicators, including not only the CO2 emissions, but also the biodiversity, water consumption, as a consumption, sort of the nature-related risk. And also we can see the human rights violation, like child labor risk and forced labor risk. So actually, we are an AI startup. So we have so many types of AI, but mainly we are providing the solution that I explained in the previous slide. And now our solution has been used by many tens of the national companies, including the Bridgestone, Tokyo Fudosan, Taipei Construction, and so on. And since its foundation, it's just 3 years since it's our foundation, but our revenue is also rising year by year and grow at 200% year on year. So actually, this is my last slide. Our vision is turning the transparency to trust and also making ESG a driver of business. This is AI ISG. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, AI ESG. We have 4 minutes Q&A to the judges, from the judges. Anyone? Peter from Wistron CVC.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm not quite sure about the market in Japan, but as far as I know, in Taiwan, there are also some companies also doing similar services or products to customer and already is engaged. So I'm wondering, can you elaborate more about what's your specialty, or maybe about services or products? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, I believe we have two strengths. The first one is, as I just explained before, the number of the ESG indicators. And actually, those indicators are included, which is not regulated yet. So previously, we can kind of solve the client's needs before catching up the latest information of the regulations field. Another reason is because we can analyze sort of the product level ESG impacts, not only the company level. So by using our AI, we can see, for example, the impact of this T-shirt even, okay? And also we can see the impact of the automobiles, etc. So the resolution is really high compared to the other sorts of the solutions. Thank you very much.
All right, any other questions? Wow. So I guess you probably got a very perfect presentation. Then no questions from the judges. All right. Then thank you very much, AI ESG.
Thank you very much indeed.
They also have a booth right here at Taipei, so with the CIC Japan. So yeah, if you want to get to know them more, feel free to drop by their booth. Next startup, we have New Wendy from Korea.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John from New ND, and we would like to introduce you to Weasley, a K-Trend direct purchase vertical e-commerce platform. So K-Wave is no longer just about K-dramas or Korean celebrities. It's about everything. People around the world are wanting to buy K-Tron products, such as fashion, beauty, and K-pop merchandise. But the problem with that is that global consumers can't buy them. It's because either the product is not sold on local platforms, the prices are way too expensive compared to the prices in Korea, and there are too many counterfeits. Let's look at the problems more in detail. So even though customers know what they want to buy, it's hard to get them because they're not sold on local platforms. That's because before brands onboard on local platforms, it's hard to estimate the demand and get certification for certain products, such as beauty devices. Second, the prices are way too expensive on local platforms compared to the prices in Korea. That's because during the process of manufacturing and distribution, the vendors drive up the prices. And third, there are too many counterfeits. Local platforms are flooded with fakes, and a lot of global consumers worry that they might purchase fake Korean goods on local platforms. And this is why we believe that direct purchasing is the key solution to resolve all these problems. And in fact, it already has become a mainstream. But the problem with direct purchasing is that even though consumers know what they want to buy, it's hard for them to make a direct order from Korea. That's because many Korean online shopping malls are in Korean, there's a language barrier, and they don't support international shipping nor foreign currency payments yet. And these actually gave a chance to Daiguo, or purchase agents, and these are the only ones at this moment who can fulfill customers' needs. And thus, the market size of proxy purchasing agents is approximately $6 billion. But of course, there are obstacles using these purchase agents. It's hard, it takes effort to find sellers, there's tedious scheduling and price negotiation, and there's risk of counterfeits, scams, and ghosting. This is precisely why we built Weasley, to resolve the inconvenience and insecurity of direct purchasing, offering the easiest way to buy K-Trend products. The use of Weasley is very simple. All you need to do is copy and paste the link or the image of the product you want on our platform, and an estimated quote will be sent to you right away with all the details to finalize the payment. Every product requested will be automatically generated on the main page, and enabling other consumers to purchase them through the generator products. So we started with the Taiwanese market because we noticed that the popularity of Korean Wave is growing rapidly in Taiwan. And it only takes 4 days to ship a package from Korea to Taiwan with only a $6 delivery fee. So we thought it was suitable for us to test our hypothesis. We launched our MVP in July 2023, and right away the numbers started showing up. And as we gained more trust from our loyal customers, numbers started rising. So we managed to keep a high number of AOV. 24 users out of every 100 signups are purchasing, and 34% of those customers are coming back to use our service again. So starting with Taiwan, we're going to expand our business to nearby countries, Japan, Hong Kong, Southeast Asia, and so on, while developing the details in our service. By onboarding different brands onto our platform, we believe that we can increase our profit margin of up to about 32%. For instance, we were able to sell G-Dragon's light sticks in Taipei 2 months ago, and officially, and this gave us a profit margin of 35%. So by continuously making these cases, we are confident enough to say that make $200 million of annual transaction volume by 2030. So K-Trend market is a huge market, and what we're aiming for is a $26 billion market that is still growing even at this very moment. So from 2 pivots in the past, we learned a valuable lesson that it's not about selling what we want, it's about selling what the customers want. And keeping that lesson in our minds, we strongly believe that we can connect all the global consumers to Korean brands in Korea through Veasley. Over the last 3 years, we've raised about $1 million in total, thanks to Antler Korea, Strong Ventures, and Korea's Tips Tech Incubator, who strongly believed in us. Last but not least, we'd like to share a support message from our loyal customer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, New Andy. I noticed that you got a Taiwanese entity right now.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Any questions from the judges? We're going to have a 4-minute one-on-one Q&A session.
Okay.
Anyone? Come on, K-Trend is unignorable.
So your business model is more like you got the order first and then you purchase for the client.
So right now the business model is exactly what you said, but starting the 3rd quarter of next year, we're starting to onboard the different brands onto our platform.
So you will be more like simply a platform, so that the brand clients will listing their products by their own, or you will purchase those products and listing by
the brands. We will eventually let the brands list their products onto our platform.
Okay, so but in current situation, how do you secure the stable supply of the products?
So since as a startup, we don't have that. We don't have enough. So let's say if a consumer wants to buy a beauty product, we will purchase them individually on our own and deliver the package from Taiwan to Korea. So, like I said, since it's the beginning right now, we won't be listing any products from certain brands. But starting from the 3rd quarter of next year, we're going to open a new service so that brands can list all their products onto our platform.
Okay. Michelle? Right there.
Hello. So I think I've seen similar platforms before, like buy and ships, etc. So I think the main cost would probably be the logistic cost. Is it? I'm not sure. So just curious about your unit economies. How are you able to reach 31% profitability margin? And what would be the key cost and for you, and how do you plan to lower the cost?
Could you repeat the part about the margin? I didn't hear that.
I saw on your deck that your profit margin is 31%, targeted to become 31%.
Yes.
So just curious about how you're able to achieve such a high margin, and what would be the key cost, and how do you plan to lower the cost in the future?
So right now, our margin is 16.6%. And we're going to increase that by onboarding the brands onto our platform. And that's pretty cheap for the brands because all the Korean platforms in Korea right now, it costs more than 30% for the brands to onboard on Korean platforms right now. So I think it's pretty fair for us to lower the fees for the brands right now, because that will be our competitive advantage. And you mentioned buy and ship. We know about that company, but we believe that buy and ship is focused more on like daily necessities, such as like kitchen towels, like everything else. But what we're trying to do is focus more on the K stuff, K-trend products. We're only focusing on fashion and beauty and K-pop merchandise.
So I'm quite curious about your client profile. That how often do they come back to purchase, to repurchase rate?
34% are coming back to repurchase.
All right. We almost running out of our time. So if there's anything further you would like to know more about New Andy, you also got a booth, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, like tomorrow, we can visit their booth. They'll be there to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Andy.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
I would like also to express my gratitude to Startup Island Taiwan to introduce us the Seoul Business Agency and to bring those excellent Korean startups to Taiwan. And next, let us welcome Run With It from Canada. Welcome.
Thank you, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here from Canada. I want you to just take a second and imagine if you could actually travel forward in time, experience the future, and then come back and use that intelligence, that knowledge, that data to change it. Our customers get to do this every day. So we have combined basically the ability to take Google Earth to be able to add a SimCity interface to it so that you can sandbox not only populations, built environment, conditions, infrastructure, environmental conditions, transportation, grid, critical resources, as they are today, but as they will be in the future as well. And our customers play these scenarios out. They look at how individuals are connected to their communities, how individuals' health is serviced by their built environment, how critical infrastructure plays a role in how people respond to disasters, and so forth. And you may have heard a lot of cheering, some incredible ceremonial song yesterday, but we are actually in the process of synthesizing Taiwan. And we had an MOU signing ceremony on the Eco Stage yesterday, where we invited dignitaries from Canada as well as across Taiwan to celebrate with us this signing. Our technology has not arrived overnight. So in the 1990s, I actually had a neural net and 3D visualization research company that I founded. So we have deep tech. We were agentic AI before people were using the term agentic AI. And we've won with this most recent iteration of what we're doing awards not only from the United Nations, but also happily Taiwan's Top Technology Gold Medal in Mobile Heroes Award. We have context around the world that takes us into very diverse sectors, from small-scale municipal planning to economics to large-scale disaster planning and even security. and our why. So why our clients are flocking to what we do and why they see such value in what we do is because tomorrow is not like yesterday. We're facing unprecedented conditions. Data is limited and of limited use because it's historical. We need to see the context of us, of people, in relation to the environment and the cities and the disasters that we're facing. We also need to coordinate across sectors. So we need to be looking at the same environment, the same data, and its relationships together in a place. And data is our best friend, but our worst enemy. So it's siloed, it's missing, it's incomplete, and we need to overcome these barriers in order to move forward. Some people call us six-dimensional AI, and the sixth dimension comes from the fact that not only we capture 3D GIS and built environments and infrastructure as living systems, but we enable people to shift context, create events that haven't happened yet, deploy technologies and infrastructure that doesn't exist, change roads, add people. And the next dimension of that is that we enable people to actually see people change time and watch what happens to individuals, communities, groups, households. And this is not being done by any of the digital twins today. Our clients look at us for several things. They want to be able to see and share knowledge about what they're seeing about the future. They also want to be able to solve complex problems, problems that are interconnected, that are interrelated, and they want to be able to operationalize that data. That decision support is needed every day, not just now and again. Our customers and traction, we've been very privileged around the world to be working with preeminent research institutes, supplying governments with synthetic regions, working with industry in corporate strategy and deployments, strategic advisory consultants as our distribution partners, and critical infrastructure, again, and are experiencing a real pull now into health. So for us, what does the world look like? In 2025, at the very beginning, we released Synthetic Earth. So we're marching around the planet, making high-fidelity models of living laboratory of regions around the Earth that include now and to date over 30 million individuals. We have zero dependencies on hyperscaler platforms. So we have created a very sophisticated way of synthesizing and generating with artificial intelligence that doesn't require GPU. And we're completing milestones and preparing for our next raise in Q1. We've raised once, a Series A. We've been revenue funded to date. And we are responding to a really significant pull to attribute our populations and become very relevant in the next future for most of us, which is health. Thank you. And I'm Myrna Bittner. I happen to be the co-founder. We're a women-led certified Indigenous business in Canada, and we have context around the world, and we're so happy to be welcomed here in Taiwan.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bittner. Actually, they just signed an MOU with Taiwan's Aboriginal Association yesterday. Yeah, so they are going to, push in lots of collaborations with Taiwan since now. So any questions for Run With It? Renita?
Hi, thank you for coming to Taiwan. Okay, my question is, what is your core technical differentiation of your solution compared to existing digital twin or AI simulation platforms?
So most digital twins, it's a really good question. They start with the built environment and they focus on the built environment. They focus often on hyperrealism. They focus often on performance data, so sensor data and what is going on at this moment or what has happened. So some lag in time. Whereas what we look at is what the really important opportunity is and how can we design better futures? How can we look forward? How can we utilize information that's being created and generated and observed in digital twins? But how can we put that information to use to design systems instead of reactive systems, proactive systems? So we sit on top of a lot of digital twins. We can integrate with digital twins. We can push information to them. We can even utilize live information that's coming from them to project forward. But one of the things that digital twins do not do today is address living systems models and people. So there's no relationship, there's no individuals, there's no agents that act as individuals, and you can't drive demand and demand-side modeling, emergent behavior modeling, without those types of individuals and all of their complex relationships. So that's where we sit.
Right. Any other questions? Peter?
Hi, it's Peter from Wishon CVC, and I'm a little bit curious since you mentioned you already partnership with Taiwan and Australia, I think. I just wondering because these two places are a little bit far away compared with Canada. So I'm wondering why do you choose these two regions?
So I've been a global citizen for a while now. And in previous business, we have done business in faraway places, and including Australia. So I've built a lot of relationships. But we've done business already with this current company of mine in Kuala Lumpur, in Taiwan, in Malaysia. So Australia isn't that far from here either. And we're really interested, I think, when you look and you can see the whole Earth, a lot of the things that we are struggling with, even in Canada, are applicable here. So they're the same issues of congestion, the same issues of climate change, the same issues of security, slightly different flavors, but we are all people, and we are all trying to make a better planet and place for people to live, and a lot of the similar models exist across the planet.
We got one more questions? Opportunities? Anyone? All right. So thank you very much for with it. Thank you. On today's pitches from the top 10 startups. Peter, please. Don't be shy.
Thank you, Kyle. And hello, everyone. It's Peter from Wishon CVC. And it's been an honor to here at this place. And I would say today, I think today's activity is quite fruitful because, of course, only with a short period of time, we see like Taiwan startups, they only within 5 to 6 minutes, they just express, show us their capability, how they specialty of, what kind of industry they're digging to, and their strengths compared to other startups. And I think it's phenomenal. And it reminds me that because Wishon CVC, we're not we do direct investments and a fund of fund as well. And direct investment mostly in Taiwan, and fund of funds are worldwide, including like United States, Israel, Japan, Southeast Asia, and Europe. And it occurs to me that because based on the prior like 10 startups, a lot of has been either already have business overseas or about to have business overseas. And it reminds me because we all understand that VC industry are very localized. Startup business are also very localized. So compared to what regions which I mentioned before, we saw that a lot of overseas startups, if they're trying to break through another country regions, I think we know that as soon as they try to explore to another region's business, they already dedicate into that region. So based on these 10 startups, and I think it's good, but we as an investor, we encourage if you want to do some overseas business, at least as a co-founder or CEO, you try to get out of Taiwan. Because we see some of the startups in Taiwan, of course, they want to have a pilot in Taiwan. Maybe the step 1 is a pilot in Taiwan. Maybe step 2 is overseas. But we know, since I just mentioned before, different sector, different regions have different business models. So every region is a new place. So if the end goal is to overseas market, we hope and we encourage all of the startup
can have their first movement outside of overseas market. So that's why I just want to mention. And thank you, and thank Meetup Taipei. So we hope this is I think this is overall the conclusion, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you. All right, so I got all the results in my hand. And before we announce the grand prizes, there are a lot of special awards that we like to announce. Thanks for all the sponsors and the partners to sponsor those, to provide those special awards to the startups. The first special prize that we would like to announce is from CDIB Capital Innovation Advisors. So I would like to welcome who is scanning the QR code, NG, to announce the special prize with me. All right, so can we have some music? Thank you. Okay, the winner to receive the CDIB Capital Innovation Advisor special prize will have the letter of intent for investment. There are going to be 2 winners. I'm going to call them up together. Well, congratulations to Valtech and IRA, 诚志科技. Come on up. Two together. Go. Congratulations to Valtech and IRA, and we're going to sign this letter of intent for investment together. I'm gonna hold for you guys. And next thing, let's go. It looks like I got the prize. No, I didn't. So let's take a photo with Angie together. OK， 放低一点点。Valtech higher, left hand higher. Is that OK? We have a very high standard for corporate. OK, thank you very much, Angie, and congratulations to those 2 startups. And please be seated. The next special prize we're going to announce is sponsored by the Chunghwa Telecom. Let's welcome Ken Chen, the Assistant Vice President of Investment Department from Chunghwa Telecom. The winner is, congratulations again. I guess you have to come up again. Ira, it's you again, yes. You can receive the direct selected to the Chunghwa Telecom 5G accelerator and residency in Chunghwa Telecom Academy 5G demo park. And also got a direct access to business matchmaking and investment meetings. And you can award it 300,000 worth of Chunghwa Telecom high cloud AI computing credits. Congratulations. Thank you, Ken, and congratulations again, Ira. Thank you. Next, startups. We have 3 winners, and the special prize is sponsored by AWS. So I'm going to invite Chester to come up to stage. The first winner is Valtech. Congratulations on receiving the AWS AI Innovation Special Prize. AWS provide a total of US 10,000 in AI and strategic project development validation credits with project development and deployment supported jointly by AWS and AWS partners. And you can also get priority admission to the 2026 AWS Joint Innovation Center. Congratulations again, Valtech. And the next winner will be MDTK, Medical Tech. Congratulations. Come on up. Come on up. Yes, also you will also receive AWS the 10,000 credit awards and also got the opportunity to be selected to AWS JIC. And the third startup winner is Vital Signs. Congratulations, Vital Signs. AWS is going to also help other startups to access to business opportunities, investor matchmaking, and promotional exposure at public business events. Congratulations to all the 3 startups, the special rewards winners, and also thank you, Chester, for providing this AWS AI special prize. And the next special prize is provided by our global partner, CIC Japan. So I'm going to invite Suzuki-san to present this award with me. And congratulations to R2C2. Where are you? Come on. R2C2 is able to receive a 3-month co-working membership of CIC. CIC Japan or CIC globally? I'm not sure. You can check it out with Suzuki-san later. So congratulations to receive this CIC Japan Innovation Passport. All right, thank you very much, Suzuki-san, and congratulations, R2C2. Thank you. You can have the board with you. Thank you. Next special prize is from Deloitte, Japan. So I would like to invite Harry to announce the winner with me. Congratulations to 博想医学科技. Congratulations. For the winner, you can receive 1 seat in the D program. D programs goes to Deloitte Entrepreneur Education Program and also got 8 hours of free startup consulting services. Congratulations, 博想医学科技. All right, thank you very much, Harry from Deloitte Taiwan, and congratulations to the startups. Whew. It is so busy, so many prizes. Next special prize is from KPMG Taiwan. Welcome, Susan, from KPMG. Once again, same winner. Congratulations again to Medical Tech. Medical Tech, where are you? MTTK. Congratulations again, you got the KPMG Special Awards. And the awards including 8 hours of free startup consulting services and also got the priority access to participate in KPMG's 2026 Meet and Match and Bootcamp programs. Congratulations to MDTK. Yes, you can keep it. And thank you very much to them. Next special prize is sponsored by the Constantech. I would like to invite Eric, the senior advisor from Cardinal Rand, to announce this winner with me. So congratulations to Valtech. Valtech is going to win 6,000 hours of GPU cloud computing power valued at 200,000 NT dollars, sponsored by Constantech to help you rapidly build your next standout AI product. Congratulations, Valtech, and you can keep the board as a proof that you win the prize. Thank you very much, Eric. Woo. Finally, we're here to the last special prize sponsored by PwC Taiwan. So I would like to welcome Yan Kuai to the stage, and congratulations to Mesolview. Mesolview win the PwC special prize, including a spot in the PwC 2026 Scale Program. And this accelerator program is expected to launch in July to August in 2026. Thank you very much, Yan Kuai, and congratulations to Mesolview. When you receive the special prize, it doesn't mean that you won't win the grand prizes again. So every startup here still got the chance to get the grand prizes, okay? It's right here in my hand. Next, but before we announce this, I would like to invite a very special guest to announce the top 3 awards selected by our judges. So please welcome our sponsor of the grand prize, Edis Lee, president of the Taiwan Stock Exchange, to say a few words with us first. Then let's announce the winner together. Thank you. Can someone share one microphone with? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Edis.
抱歉哦，我知道大家是很期待那个奖哦，但是呢，稍微等候我2分钟一下。
No problem.
好，素兰社长哦，以及在场的 NeoStar 的参赛团队，大家好。我刚有询问的那个素兰社长哦，我知道哈，今天能够到场的已经过了3关，所以很不容易哈。那首先呢，先恭喜大家哦，我相信今天到这个地方来，一定会让大家看到你了。好，看到各位呢，接下来就有机会哈。那我要花2分钟的时间跟各位说明一下，刚刚有提到哈，刚刚那个数位时代在分析的时候有提到说 IPO 越来越难哦，其实不会啦，不会啦哈，只是看你要选择在哪里，以及呢自身的一个努力的一个结果。那台湾创新版4年前推出4年前推出，那从今年呢1月的2.0呢到最近，我相信各位知道我们也在突破。为什么台湾创新版 TIV 会做持续的一个突破？就是因为我们希望吸引的不单单是国内的我们的新创团队，还有海外的新创团队的加入，让国内外呢这些新创的团队能够透过台湾的资本市场，台湾创新版能够让大家不只说在资金上的募集，还有就是呢在各方面的交流，能够让大家呢在这个生态系里面发展得更好。那创新版台湾创新版呢，是没有看获利能力的，不看获利能力。那其实最近1年的营收也只要1亿以上。假如我们是市值10亿的公司，所以首先呢，你要在市值10亿以上，然后最近1年的营收有1亿以上的话，都有机会。但是最重要的，我们虽然不看获利能力，但是要看的是什么呢？就是创新。就是创新，所以恭喜各位今天能够站到这边来，表示公司在创新的能力上已经有获得评审的肯定。那等一下接下来的这一些公司的话呢，我相信未来我没有办法像那个刚刚像中华电信还有一些企业提供什么样的一个像勤业等等提供咨询服务等等，但是我们有服务团，我们会换另外一种方式，除了等一下颁发的奖金之外我们也可以提供服务给大家，就是说以后各位呢在准备的这个过程当中有需要咨询的话 台湾证券交易所会提供服务给大家。好，在大家在未来进入资本市场，尤其台湾资本市场这一条路上来讲会更顺遂。那我们陪伴大家呢，除了是 IPO 这一条路之外，到挂牌之后，我们会持续协助大家哈，怎么样来就是让各位的这个营运更为成长。好，相信台湾的很大的特色就是呢，我们要做出台湾的特色。台湾的特色就是什么呢？我们会关心大家，陪伴大家，让大家这一路以来不会觉得很孤单哈。那首先当然会从这个什么竞赛开始，好，等一下会有这个颁奖给大家，这个也是一种激励。那接下来呢，我希望就是说大家共同的合作，让创新的能量能够在台湾让大家看到。最重要的就是像诺贝尔这次经济学奖得主讲的，他已经用科学的方法来验证了，创新就是整个成长的一个起点，那人才更是创新的起点。好，所以我相信各位人才今天到现场了，被大家看到了，未来呢一定会有持续的一个力量支持大家。好，谢谢大家的参与，谢谢。
Thank you very much. It is for your encouragement to all the startups. So now I'm going to reveal the judges' third prize. Congratulations to Po Xiang. Come on up. The winner is going the startup is going to receive 100,000 cash prize sponsored by TWSE and got a grand prize trophy and advertising and marketing resources from BNext, value 100,000 and a chance to advance to the final interview of AAMA Taipei Cradle Plan and also 20 passes to meet Startup Monthly Gallery. Congratulations. And the second prize goes to Mesoview. Come on up. The winner will receive 200,000 cash prize, also sponsored by TWSE, and also got a grand prize trophy, marketing resources from BNext valued 400,000. Yes, and a chance to advance to the final interview of AMA Batch 15, and also 20 passes to Miss Startup's Monthly Gathering. Congratulations. And the first prize goes to Valtech. You are going to win the 300,000 cash prize sponsored by TWSE. Got a grand prize trophy, marketing resources from BNext valued 500,000 NT dollars, and a chance to the final interview for AMA Taipei Cradle Plan Batch 15, and also the free passes to Miss Startup's monthly gatherings in the next 1 year. Congratulations, and I would like to invite all the top 3 winners come back to the stage to have a group photo with Edis again. Welcome Po Xiang and Mesoview, please come together. And the other winners of the special prizes, don't go far. I'm going to ask you to come out stage again to join the group photo. Thank you very much. Please, hold on a second. Stacy, hold on a second. All right, okay. All the winners, come up. Come up. So as you can see, there's another MC on the ground to mutilate me, to do that, to do this. All right, all the special prize winner, come on up. Come on up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Can I have 1, 2, what? Higher. Okay. To keep the balance. All right. Look at the camera in the middle. Okay. All right.